We're unmuted.
Okay. Well, good morning. I'm George Dunklin and Chairman.
Recording in progress.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm calling this meeting to order. This is the Pesticide Committee. And we've got just a little bit of business to go over today. I'm going to ask for a roll call first, so I'll go around the room. Just introduce yourself, Matt, and Garrett, and then we'll let people on the Zoom, and she's going to.
Yes, sir.
So,
I'm Matt Miles from Southeast Arkansas, McGee, representing the farmers.
Garrett Frost from Marietta, Arkansas, representing aerial application.
Talia Grant, Department of Agriculture.
Brandy Reynolds, Department of Agriculture. I'm moderating the Zoom.
Scott Bray, Department of Agriculture.
Otis Howe with the Arkansas Crop Protection Association.
Tracy Eads, Department of Agriculture. Lee Gibson, Department of Agriculture.
Susie Nichols, Department of Agriculture.
Annalie Browder, Department of Agriculture.
Okay, and who do we have on Zoom? Just announce the name.
We have Dr. Slayton.
Okay.
Nathan Slayton, University of Arkansas Division of Agriculture. Good morning, everybody.
Morning, Nathan.
I'm not sure if Nathan Reed has joined. We have Matthew Marsh.
Yeah, good morning. Matthew Marsh, represent the Arkansas rice growers from Little Rock.
We have John Beerbaum. We have Robert Thorne. Robin Ralston.
Sorry, good morning, everyone. Robert Thorne, Marion, Arkansas, landscaping.
Ms. Ralston.
Nathan Reed said he is on, but he cannot speak.
Okay, let me get to
Hey, George, this is Nathan. So I do see that Nathan Reed is on under the attendees. So I don't know if he may have used the general access rather than the panelist link.
Okay. She's working on that right now. See if we can get Nathan to speak.
okay.
All right, ready?
Nathan Reed.
I'm here. Nathan Reed. I'm a farmer at large position, Marietta, Arkansas. So Eastern Arkansas seems to reject technology. So my home internet's out, and I'm on my Wi-Fi, or I'm on my iPad now. So I think we're good.
Well, thank you personally. All right. Thank you everybody for attending, and appreciate making the effort to be here today. We'll turn it over to Susie Nichols, our pesticide section manager, to go over some only business that's on the agenda. Susie?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have a rather short agenda today. I sent everyone the enforcement actions ahead of time. What we typically do is vote on these in blocks. I would like to do that today. For example, I will do items 1 through 13 because those are warning letters, and I'll move to the next section. At any time, if anybody would like for me to stop and give an extra explanation, I'll be happy to. Are y'all okay with that?
We're good.
Okay.
That's great.
I would like to make a motion for the board to accept warning letters number 1 through 13. Need a motion to accept.
I'll make a motion, Matt.
That was Matt Miles.
You
I'll second it.
Okay. A motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I call for the vote. All in favor, say aye. Those like sign. Motion passes.
Nathan Reed, this is aye. The next items we're going to vote on are the signed consent agreements. The individuals were notified of their violations. They did not contest the violations. They signed the agreement and sent it back. These are items 14 through 19. Need a motion?
So moved.
Here makes a motion.
Second.
Second by Matt Miles. Any discussion? Anybody on discussion from other committee members on Zoom? Karen and I call for the vote. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, like sign, motion passed.
The second page is gonna be items 20 through 28. Consent agreement, where we have either confirmed the individuals received it, or we have attempted hand delivery. We have not received any response or any communication, but we have verified they received these. We typically ask the board to move forward with the recommended amounts. What's the board's pleasure?
So they have received these, but they have not responded back.
Correct, sir. And we
So
do,
what is the next, once we approve this, what's the next action?
what would happen is the violations would just stand, and then the board would vote on these violations in December. And at that point, we would notify the individuals, okay, the board.
The full board will vote on it.
Yes, sir, and then they'd be notified they owe this amount. But we do certified delivery and we do try hand delivery.
How long is that process for the delivery?
We typically, when we send out a violation, tell them to respond to us within 30 days. We typically give them a little longer. During COVID, we've gone an extra step to try hand delivery in case people did not receive the mail. We've been very lenient on these, 30 to 90 days at least, to try to get people.
But it's always multiple attempts.
Okay, very good.
So these, items 20 through 26, the verified hand delivery, and it's the field staff that hand delivered. So it's the inspecting staff. And then 27 and 28, I actually have a signed certified mail receipt. We just didn't receive anything from them.
And these individuals, for the new members, they do have an opportunity to contest these violations through an informal setting or a formal hearing, which is pretty much like a mini courtroom before the full board. So they do have options to contest.
They got to respond first.
Correct, sir.
So what, if, assuming that this committee is going to pass this and passes by the full board, what's the next step after that if they haven't responded?
We do have a collections attorney. We turn items over to them at various times through the year. Been pretty effective. That's fairly new, a tool in our arsenal to get people to respond.
They'll get a
forget.
consent order that says the board approved the following violations on. Actually, this one will say the pesticide committee approved these actions on, the full board approved these actions on. You owe a civil penalty for the following violations. And then we give them generally 45 to 60 days to pay. And then if we don't get it, we have sent second attempts that say, hi, you were sent a consent order on. And so look at 2 chances. And then after that, it will be sent to collections at some point.
Okay. They go through like small claims.
If they
where it goes
contest it
on the
after the
record,
full
where's
board,
the
they
lien?
have to go
Does
through.
the state have a lien on this at all?
Not a lien, it's just, they can take it to civil court.
Probably if they don't ever respond. I mean, how do we ever get to?
That's the collection
Yeah,
attorney. That's where the collection attorney steps in. They've got a lot more teeth in what they're able to do.
Okay.
And I can have, at our board meeting, or one of our attorneys should be here and they can probably explain that legal process.
That'd be beneficial.
Because I don't want to use incorrect legal terms on that one, excuse everybody. Because I'm not a lawyer.
Neither am I. All right, so let's get a motion for approval of this. Motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Garrett. Yeah, second. Any discussion from anybody out in Zoom land? We're here in the boardroom. Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion passes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That's all I have.
And then in the backup of those violations are in there.
And I will always send these to y'all ahead of time if you have any questions.
I think it would be helpful for new members to understand the process.
I can do that.
What happens if they don't ever pay or respond? There's got to be some kind of punitive action.
What I can do, if you'd like, before the next board meeting, since we do have several new members, is put together just a short kind of 1, 2, 3 of our process, like how we investigate the legal process. That might be helpful without overwhelming everybody.
Yeah.
I will have that ready.
I'd be interested too. Do you pass along collection costs if you do have to go to that?
It gets withheld out of
The penalty
the
that's
penalty.
negotiated.
Like if we issue a $3,000 penalty, the check that actually comes to us from the collection agency may be like $29.25 or something.
There's a percentage, but I don't know what it is, but I
I don't
can find out.
Okay, I was just curious. Thank you.
That's a good question.
That's a, like,
So it's
that's
not an
fairly
in-house,
new.
it's not an in-house lawyer, this, state, it's a outside
Yes.
contractor. Well, they should be paying the collection costs as well.
Like I said, that's fairly new, so I can get some
Penalties and
information
interest.
together. But that's all I have.
Okay, any other business, that the committee likes to bring in front of us today? Anybody on, Nathan or anybody online have anything to add? I don't know, Sammy or Matt, Mr. Chairman of the, you have anything? Matthew? Okay.
No, sir, I don't have anything. I would wonder, did anyone have any questions or any comments on that, the Endangered Species Act pilot project, or has anybody had any information? Susie, have you heard from the EPA on any of that? I know we kind of sent out some of that information for the committee to look over.
Scott has left the room.
Go ahead, Susie.
Scott has left the room. However, he has informed me that he has sent the board some information on the endangered species, updates through EPA. What I would like is if any of y'all have any questions when you read that, email me or Scott ahead of time so we can start looking into it, maybe get y'all better answers and get some guidance on that. I don't really have anything I can update at this time, Matthew. Just if y'all got questions or any feedback, please get it back to us as soon as possible.
Okay, so that was I'm still a little bit lost on that pilot project. Is that something do you know that's something that they're going to start in 24 or
I've looked at it quickly, Matthew, so I don't have all that in front of me. That's something I would need in front of me with detailed notes since it's so new, and we can be ready to address those things at the next meeting.
Okay, yeah, I think we'll maybe have something on it at the full board meeting in December, hopefully, and have a little clarification from EPA on what their plans are. Because from reading their white paper and their webinar, I'm still lost what they're planning on doing. So anyway, maybe we get some clarification from them.
We're working on that for y'all.
Okay. Thank you, Matt.
And real quick, anybody, if you have any information you like ahead of a meeting, numbers, basic facts, please just get a hold of me ahead of time. I'll be happy to put it together for you. Just give me a little heads up.
Perfect. All right. Anybody else have anything for the good of the order? If not, have a motion for adjournment. Thank you, Matt. Second by Garrett.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. We're now officially adjourned. Thank you, Susie. So much.
Thank y'all. Shortest meeting.
Oh.
Recording stopped.
First one we've had.
It won't.